What's up, JD Aliens? Welcome back. Look, I do my best to be a man of my word. And in my last video, when I was testing out these E900 Pros, I told y'all that I was going to be getting the E900s and I will be doing a quick comparison and kind of a showcase of the E900 kind of by itself. So here we go.
Let's do it.
I did have an opportunity to test these out before I started up the video, and let me tell you that they are worth 100% of the money. These are super budget cheap, but they offer really good quality sound and presence and soundstage too. I really do like the design language and build materials. They're super lightweight. That means that you could probably wear these for a long time. They do have a little bit of clamping force right out of the box. So when you get yours, I suggest you kind of put them on a pillow and let them sit for a while. And that way they can kind of stretch out, or you can just do it manually and then just kind of stretch it out yourself. But other than that, man, I'm loving everything about them. I thought the E900 Pros were really good. These are just as good. Just because they don't have the Pro next to it, like that doesn't mean they're not as good. So let's get into this real quick and then I'll do a quick comparison. So on the side here, these are not LEDs, okay? But you do have this red accent right here, which I love. I kind of wish they had it on the Pros as well. This headband right here is nice and soft and it's got some EKSA branding. You know what I realized after I uploaded the E900 Pro video? The whole time I was calling the company EKSA. I was pronouncing it wrong. I was transposing the K and the S. It is EKSA. That's what it is right there. And you got some company branding. Let's come around to the other side because that's where some business happens. On the left ear cup is where your microphone input is, and you do get a microphone. It's right over there. And let's come around to the front of it and then you'll see your ear pads. Now these holes are nice and wide open. These ear pads are a little bit more rigid than the E900 Pros, but they are still comfortable. They're just not as plush and luxury as the Pro version. But on both ear cups, they are detachable. So you can see you can just detach it like that and you can replace it with your own if you want to. So if you don't like these, you can definitely replace them. And for the price, if you want to replace them, it still doesn't run you over budget. Now let me bring out the cord because that's where you have some other business happening right there. So you got your volume toggle right there, and then you have your microphone mute switch right here. Here are your two accessories you get with it. You get your Y splitter cable with the open end right here, and then you got your male ends right here. And you get the exact same mic that you would get on the Pro version, and it's a good mic. I've already tried the mic out, and I'll give y'all a test in just a second, but it's a great sounding mic. Now, let's talk about the sound quality of these things. Well, I love it. It's good. Let me put them on so you can see. All right, so this is how they look on the head. And as far as the sound quality goes, I say top notch. Now they do pack quite a bit of bass. I was kind of surprised because these have some bass, but they don't have as much as the regular version. These have a nice dynamic sound to them, which makes them good for listening to everything, even like music, because that's what I tested them out with first. And the music sounded fantastic. It was very well balanced, but it had a nice solid punch of bass in there. And you know I like that bass, man. But then a little bit later on, I tried them with Tomb Raider. And yeah, you could still feel and sense like where everything's coming from, like voices and knives being thrown and stuff. So they definitely give you some good spatial awareness while you're inside of here. Overall, I say these are a fantastic purchase. I don't think you'll be sorry at all if you spend your money on these. Now, I want to remind y'all that I am very new to the gaming space as far as gaming headphones and stuff, but someone mentioned in the previous video that there's the HyperCloud X2s, and I noticed the design language in those, and they kind of, it falls right in line with these. I don't know which one is more expensive, HyperCloud or these, but I will tell you that for the money, you are getting a lot of bang for your buck, man. So this could be a HyperCloud killer, if you will, you know, even though I haven't heard those, so don't quote me on that. Now let's get into a quick comparison, because while these are very, very, very similar, they are very, very, very different in a lot of ways. Let's start with the accessories first. So they both come with a nice vinyl pouch with the company branding on there. I'm gonna mess this up again. It is EKSA, not EKSA, EKSA. It's got some company branding embossed right there, which is kind of nice because neither one of these folds up or swivels. So this is how you store them. You just lay them down or hang them up. And I'm cool with that because they're gaming headphones and I have a hook where I hang mine. So it doesn't matter to me. That could be a deciding factor for you though. They both come with a Y cable splitter and they both come with the exact same mic. As far as the cord, let me bring out this cord. Well, hold on. This one is detachable, so it has a locking mechanism right there. But once you attach it, we're even again. So I'm gonna come back here and stretch out both of these cables because, can y'all still hear me? I hope you can hear me. I'm gonna come back here and stretch out both of these cables because they're both really long. However, the E900 is, I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about maybe, man, that's about a foot longer. So the E900 is about a foot longer as far as the cable length. So if you're trying to stretch yourself out away from your TV, then go with the E900s, although this cable is not detachable. Now, as far as aesthetics go, man, I'm really digging this, this red yoke right here, this red aluminum yoke. I love it, love it, love it. So that's an accent difference right there. And then we have LEDs right here versus just some paint. When we come around the headband, you'll notice that the headband is a little different. So right here, we have a little bit more premium stuff, man. We got a little bit more of a premium stitch right there, whereas this is just kind of wrapped around. And it is it's a different style of headband, and it feels a little bit different too. This is more plush on the Pro version. Then when we come to the ear cup, on the inside of the ear cup, let me see if I can open them both up. You'll see, well, let's look at this way. So we'll see that you still have that red band going around that ear cup, but the changes happen with the ear cup itself, with the cushion. So right here, we have this more rigid foam, but here we have this super duper plush, and it's a little bit thicker too. So let me turn it around this way. Man, these are hard to manipulate. Okay, so you can see the differences right there. You see how that plushness happened right there? So that's what you get when you spend the extra couple of bucks and get the Pro version. But like I said, man, these are comfortable too, and they're replaceable. So if you need to change them out if you want to, that's cool. It's not going to even break the bank. Now I got to take you to the business end of these headphones where all these inputs are. So where do I start? Let's start with the mic. So we have a mic port in the exact same position, but right here is where you start seeing the change. The Pros come with a micro USB cable because you can plug it into your PC and get 7.1 surround sound. And let me tell you, man, it is good. It is so good. How good is it? Yeah, it's so good. That 7.1 surround sound really makes the difference in between these two. When they're wired, they sound very, very similar. These sound a little bit brighter. The Pro sound brighter, whereas the regular version, it's just, I don't know, it's just more of a dynamic sound. And I actually like the sound of the regular version better when I'm using the 3.5 millimeter cable. But when we talk about plugging up the USB cable, it's not even a competition, man. These blow them out of the water. So yeah, they earned their name Pro. Now we have our mute switch right here on the Pro version where we don't have a mute switch. It's actually in line on the cable right here when we're talking about the regular version. And then we have our volume wheel right here, and that is also located on your cable of the regular version. So as far as differences, physical differences, that's it. Now I did look at the back because yeah, they sound a little bit different. Which one is this? Okay, so this is the E900, this is the E900 Pro. They both have the exact same specs as far as the driver diameter and sensitivity and impedance and frequency range. But like I said, I'm getting a little bit more bass and just a definite stronger bass response out of these when they're hooked up via 3.5 millimeter cable, which is the only way you can hook these up. For some reason, these sound a little bit brighter with just a tiny little bit of less bass, but these right here, man, where these really shine is when you use that micro USB cable, man. So it just really kind of depends on, you know, what you're going for. Do you want to use the 7.1 surround sound? It's not much more as far as price, but if you want the better sounding 3.5 millimeter input, then you got to go with the regular version. If you're looking for more comfort, definitely go with the Pros because they have these nice squishy ear pads and the headband. They do seem to have a little bit more weight though, whereas these seem just a hair lighter. I'm not sure if my hands are really that good at judging, but these seem a little bit lighter and these are a little more hefty. As far as the detachable cable, if you must have a detachable cable, you got to go with the Pros. If it doesn't matter to you, save a couple of bucks and go with the regular version. Either way, man, these both sound fantastic. Now, as far as the mic quality goes, it is the exact same with both of these gaming headsets. I'm not going to test them both out in this same video. If you want to hear what the Pros sound like, go to my E900 Pro video and check that out. But because we haven't heard this yet together, I'm gonna let you hear this, even though it sounds the exact same as the Pro version. So let's go ahead and check these out as far as mic quality. All right, I told you it was good, man. You didn't want to believe me, but you know, I guess I had to prove it to you. Let me show you that you can actually mute this mic. Now it's not. So yes, the mute button actually works, or the mute switch, I should say. It actually works. And like I said, man, the mic quality is fantastic on both sets of these headphones. You know, this gaming stuff is pretty cool, man. I gotta admit, you know, I'm new to the space, like I said before, but it's been kind of cool, man, just shooting up stuff and adventuring with Tomb Raider. Anyways, I ain't no expert in this kind of stuff, and Lord knows I am not a gamer. I die a lot. I mean, often. Like, I'm always dying. My God, I suck. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Hey, before I get out of here, make sure you follow me on social media. Oh, and I put some links down there for these headphones so y'all can check them out on Amazon. But other than that, man, I got to get out of here. If you had a good time, make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Hey, where you going? No. Sit back down. We got to talk about this. You didn't have a good time? All right, then. Hit the subscribe button. There you go. Reach down there. There you go. And then hit the bell, because you need to know when I'm opening up more new stuff. You got to come right back here and check this stuff out. Now, don't you feel like a better human being? All right, I knew you would. All right, man. I'll see you soon.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?